Here we go again. 2 more nickel boxes, 2 more chances at finding that 50D. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to the channel. 2 more nickel boxes in our quest for that 50D for the Series 3 album. I made a hit list so I don't forget anything. We need the 50D for the Series 3. We need the 50D, the 39S, or the 42S silver for the Series 4. Of course, we'll take any silvers, any Buffalo nickels, V nickels, proof coins, foreign coins, and of course, any varieties that I could find. Now, we have done well at finding silver nickels this year, whether it be my boxes or even out-of-state boxes, but we have not done that well on Buffalo nickels. We've only slotted 5 Buffalo nickels through our first 10 boxes, and usually I average about 1 as the year goes on, so I'm hoping to find some Buffalo nickels as well. No sense sitting here staring at the albums. Let's get these boxes cracked open. I'm intrigued about this 7702 box. It's a different bank than I normally go to. It looks pretty good by the enders, so we chose that one first, and this one is just a regular bank pickup that I normally get as well. All right, let's crack open this first box. See if the top side looks as old as some of the enders do on the bottom side, and if it does, yeah, it does. It definitely does. We definitely have some oldies in here, and that makes me excited. Could be a good hunt. We'll have to see. No enders to speak of, but it's what's on the inside that counts. I'll be back when I have my first find in the first box of this 2-box hunt. Roll number 4 is going to give us our first find from the 40s. It's a 1948. I already saw it. What mint is it? It's a 1948 Denver. So we have 3 finds already through the first 4 rolls. Almost. We're up to roll number 17 now. Our second find from the 40s is a 1940, and it's a 40 Denver. Roll number 21 is going to give us a 1946 nickel. I pulled it out by the edge because it was copper looking. And yeah, 1946, Philadelphia though. Roll number 33, just nabbed another nickel from 1946. And I think that's an S. It is an S. 1946 S is actually a lower mintage, not a key date or a semi-key date, but still a pretty cool find. And I'll make mention, we just nabbed a 1951 Denver in the same roll, has the ring of death on it. And another quick mention, I am pulling out the 2024 coins, the nickels, and we got 3 of them right there because they do sell pretty well on eBay when you get full rolls of them from finds. All right, 17 more rolls left in this box. Not that hot yet, but not terrible either. Roll number 38 is going to give us a silver wartime nickel because I had a green corroded edge, and I'll show it to you guys. So I took a peek at the date, and sure enough, I saw 45, I believe. 1945. Philadelphia, 1945P. Let me just make sure that's not a Denver. Yeah, it's a 45P. And we'll just confirm the date because it's pretty beat up. 1945P, 35% silver. The silver luck continues. Another box with a silver nickel in it. I'll take it. Box is starting to feel a little bit older towards the back, but a lot of the old enders were 61 through 64. So not a lot of finds on the board, although we did get a silver and we got a 46S, and we still have a dozen rolls plus this to go. Same roll, only bringing it up because it's a 1958. When I flipped it around, it's a 58 Philly, and that's a tough date for anyone, but for me especially, the 55, 58, and 59 Phillies I don't see too often, and when I do, they're in pretty nice shape like this one, save for whatever discolorations on his forehead. We'll take that. That's a better date again. So yeah, like I said, box is starting to feel better. Roll number 39. Another find. 1940. 1940 Denver again. Same roll, and we have our oldest Jefferson nickel in absolutely terrible shape. Saw the reverse was chewed up, flipped it around. That's a 1939. Take a look at that. That is in absolutely disgusting shape. Hopefully it's not the 39S though, because that'll be a tough book filler. And that might be a 39D. That might be a 39 Denver in chewed up shape. Holy cow, I think that is. I'll have to take a peek. No, that could just be damage. No, that could be a Denver. I'm pretty sure. What if that's an S? Let me take a look at this, and I'll bring you guys back in. All right, I've looked at it through my loop. I have it under the pluggables microscope. I'm completely zoomed in. I'm gonna have to use my offhand to film this while I mess with it. I know it looks like it could be a 39D at that angle, but if I really rotate it, I honestly just think the rim damage has made that mark that makes it look like the bottom of a D. I don't think it's a Denver. I think it's actually just damage. It has so much damage anyway, it really wouldn't matter if it's a 39 Denver. Couldn't use it in any sets. So I'm pretty certain it's gonna be a 39P. And while I have you here, I forgot to check to see if it has any of the doubling on the words 5 cents in Monticello, which it does not. 1939 Philly in disgusting shape, but we'll take it. Just cracked open roll number 42, and I believe we might have another silver. It's right there at the edge, has that green look. Could be wrong, but typically that look is a silver circulated nickel if I can get it out. No, it's not going to be one. 1998, I believe, just damage. All right, back to the hunt. Roll 43 is going to have a 50s fines. It's a nice enough one that I figured I'd show it to you. Take a look at this. It's only going to be a 1952, and I already saw the reverse. It's just a Philly, but that might be a book upgrader because that is a nice 1952 Philly. We'll take that all day, every day. Roll number 47, and we're on the coin I thought I saw through the holes in the bottom, but didn't confirm it. But I did see a yellow coin, and it's going to be a Mexican peso. It's our first foreign find of the hunt, and it looks like it's in fairly new shape, so I'm going to call 2016 or newer. Let's see what it is. That Mexican peso ender is going to be, I called it, 2017. We'll take that. It's in pretty nice shape to boot. For those that don't know, I've actually hunted Mexican pesos before, and if I find the link, I'll put one up here for you guys. Now let's finish up this box. Well, that's going to do it for box one of this 2-box hunt. It was a little bit lighter on finds than I thought. We have 17 finds on the board, but I'm not including the 7 2024 Denvers I found. If I include those, we have 24, and that's more than 20. So not a bad overall hunt. We did get silver, and we did have some fun finds. A 58P better date, a 52P looks fantastic, a 46S better date in terrible shape, an absolutely disgusting 39P, which I will be sending back. I'm not going to keep that one. I'll be sending it back. It's a common nickel in damaged shape, and I don't want damaged coins in my rolls damaging other coins, but we'll keep it on the board till the end of the hunt, just so we have the finds correct. And of course, you saw the Mexican peso. One box down. Nothing that I can see here for the books as far as additions, but definitely probably an upgrader. All right, box number 2, my old reliable banks. Hopefully they are still reliable with some good finds. Would love to see a buffalo, and I would love to open this box. All right, let's go ahead and crack this open. See if the top sides look decent. The bottom side didn't look great, but yeah, if I can get in here, like I said, thank you. Holy cow. All right, well, no silver wartime nickel enders that I can see. And it definitely doesn't have as many oldies as the last box, but hopefully the oldies are just hiding inside the rolls. I'll be back when I have my first find of box number 2. Roll number 1 of box number 2, about 10 coins into the roll. We've got a better 1939 here. Doesn't look like it'll have a mint mark based on the circulation wear, but let's see if it does. And it does not. 1939 Philly, yet again, confirmed. And it's not the DDR. And of course, I'll weigh it up. It doesn't look like a Henning nickel as well. We'll take it though. That's a nice upgrader from what we had on the board previously. Roll number 64 of the hunt, the 14th roll of box 2, which has been slow so far. Got our first find from the 40s of this box, a pretty worn 1941. Philadelphia. Roll 66. Our first Jefferson nickel from 1949. And that's a 49 Denver. I thought it might be a San Francisco, but it is a Denver. And of course, we got to check for that D over S over mint mark, which it is not, just a little bit of damage there. I'll take it though. 1949 Denver for the board. Roll number 67, and I missed it by the edge. Maybe because that other one fooled me, I didn't check, but I already see it now sliding down the roll. We've got another wartime nickel, another one from 1945. We don't need it, but we'll always take silver. 1945. And that's going to be a San Francisco 1945 S. We just filled that spot not too long ago. We need that pesky 42S. But like I said, we'll always take silver, and that's number 2 of the hunt. Roll 79. Another find from 1941. And I think that's a 41S or a D. It is a 41S, and it looks like the small S variety, but in this condition, don't think it'll fetch any additional value, but I'll still take it for the board. Roll number 87 is going to give us an odd find. It's going to be a penny, I believe. Take a look at this. And somehow the penny has been flattened out a little bit, or oblongated, if that's even a word, to almost fit in the roll as a nickel. Can't make any detail on the front, but take a look at that. That is an odd looking penny. It looks like it's been heated and hammered a little bit. Maybe on the front. It's going to be a zinc cent as well. And I'm kind of tempted to see if I can clean up the front and see what this looks like. Let me see if I can do that safely and bring you guys back and show you what I'm looking at. All right, we've got it cleaned up. I used the ultrasonic cleaner all the way turned up, a little bit of vinegar in there. Probably altered the color a little bit, but either way, 1998 Denver. And yeah, maybe it was put in one of those machines and smushed, because there's not a lot of, well, there is no hammering damage, but there's definitely whatever that stuff was on it stripped the planchet of any copper and definitely distorted the design a little bit. And for sake of reference, here's a regular zinc cent right next to it. You can see the size is much bigger than the other one. So yeah, kind of a cool find. It's not going to be a struck on zinc planchet. This has been altered, but either way, still a really cool find overall, and almost a penny made to be the size of a nickel. All right, we'll take that miscellaneous find on the board. Let's get back to the hunt and find some real finds. Roll number 94. We actually have our first Jefferson nickel from 1947, and it's a 47 Philadelphia. Roll number 95, and the end coin is going to be an oldie. I had a feeling because the reverse looked like it could be old, and it's a 1948 Denver for the board. We'll definitely take that. Only 5 rolls plus this to go. Same roll. It's toying with me with these close to the 50s dates. 1949. 1949 Philly. Roll number 99 of the hunt, and it waited all the way to the second to the last roll to give me a buffalo nickel. We can barely see it peeking out right here, hunting through the roll. Is there a date? There is. 1927. It's damaged on the back. I don't see a mint mark though. There's not. 1927 Philly. We'll definitely take that. I don't know if we need that. And it's certainly not in great shape on the back. It's got a lot of scratches, really roughed up, but still a buffalo nickel. First one in a while, and it's dated. We will take that. 1 roll plus this to go. All right, that's going to do it for this 2-box hunt. We struck out again finding key dates, but we had some good finds. A total of 33 finds on the board, which means we got 16 finds in box number 2 after only getting 17 finds in box number 1. If I include the 8 2024 Denvers, there's 41 finds on the board, and that averages out to over 20 per box that I like, so I'm going to include them. Like I said, we got 8 2024 Denvers. We got this crazy 1998D zinc cent that has been oblongated. We've got the Mexican peso from 2017, a chewed up 39 and a nicer 39. They're both Phillies, both common, but I always pull out the 39s. This one, however, will go back. As far as the better dates, we got a 46S, a 51 Denver, and a 58P. The nicest older Jefferson nickel is the 52P that I'm thinking is going to upgrade one of the books. The best finds of the hunt, other than these ones up here, is going to be the 2 war nickels, a 45p and a 45s. We don't need either. Don't think they're going to upgrade, but the silver jar will happily take those. And we got saved with the buffalo nickel in roll number 99, a 1927 Philly. Could be one for the album as well. Let me do this. Let me compare all of today's finds to all the albums. I'll see if we have any upgrades and additions, and then I'll bring you back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on this 2-box nickel hunt. All right, we have compared all of today's finds to all 3 sets of books, and every single one of the books got a little something today. We'll start with the Buffalo book. We indeed needed the 1927. Obviously, there's lots of holes. So now after 12 boxes searched in 2025, we have found 6 and no duplicates yet because all 6 have gone into the book out of the 64 spots that it holds. As far as the Series 3 book, we were able to upgrade the 1952 today, and I believe it's right there. It is a stunner. So it had a pretty good one in there, and we'll get to that in a second, but we upgraded the 52p today. So after 205 boxes searched, still missing the 50D, but an upgrade is nice to see. For the Series 4, we've hunted 61 boxes now, and we took the 52p out of this one, and we're able to place it into this book, which is right there. It's actually a lot nicer than it shows. There's a lot of great detail on it. It's just a little bit dirty, and yeah, still a lot better than one we had in there. It was pretty slick. So, upgrader in here as well. You guys have seen all the rest. Can't get mad at that. Oh, and a couple of wartime nickels for the jar, as well as 8 more 2024 Denvers for my rolls. I know it was the most exciting hunt, and I know once again we failed to get the 50D, but we still had some fun. We still got some silver. We still added some upgrades and additions to the books, and you can't get mad at that. If you guys enjoyed this 2-box nickel hunt as much as I did, I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching. It's not a lot of silver, but it's still silver found for the 2025 silver jar.